In this video, we're doing a dive into tips and tricks for Delta Force. It's based towards new players and even just players, veterans as well. I go into like what to keep, what items to sell, the crafting, what to buy from the auction house, the best budget gun to use. And I do a deep dive into what operator to play, what's good for solos, what's good for teams, and what's just utterly not good at all. But unfortunately, I had to re-upload the video because it got corrupted. So if you've seen it before, happy days. Otherwise, without further ado, let's just crack straight into the video. So you've just downloaded Delta Force and you've opened the menu and it's put you through the tutorial, and now you're here. And it's full on, like there's a lot of tabs to do and you're not really sure what to do. So what do you do? Well, firstly, to play, you got to select a map.
Connecting.
And there's only two you can play. Zero Dam Easy or Liali Grove Easy. And honestly, Liali Grove for me personally isn't great. It just is massive and slow, but you have to do missions, and missions are required to level up your black site and everything, you know, over time. That helps you carry more gear and just helps you overall. Plus, you're in easy mode for a while until you level up to level 12. And people always ask, when do I go to normal mode? When do I leave easy mode? And honestly, it just comes down to you being comfortable with leaving easy mode. Because in normal mode, everything is open. Red gear, red ammo if they wanted to, gold ammo, you know, the best players you can run into. In easy mode, you can only run purple armor with blue ammo, and it kind of keeps it more balanced. And yes, you do get the PvP sweats that do not belong in there. I'm always adamant with this. Leave easy mode for the easy players that are learning, and the normal, the sweats can go sweat it out. But you're going to run into them, and that's just how the game is. It's brutal at times. So honestly, once you get money, then like I would say comfortable money that you're happy losing maybe 300-400k per death in normal mode, go to normal mode. Otherwise, just stay to easy mode. You can go to easy mode to level 60. There's no shame in it. Enjoy the game. There's still good loot. And yeah, honestly, just do your missions, focus, level up, and then when you're comfortable, go to normal mode. Now, a lot of people want to know who to run. And I'm going to give you an honest, my opinion, no BS, who's good, who's bad, and team and solo. And we're just going to go from left to right. Now, D-Wolf. If you come from COD, you're going to love D-Wolf. Don't play him. It's going to put you in this bad kind of pushy, slidey behavior that's going to get you killed a lot. D-Wolf is really good for solos because his ultimate lets you run away quick. His grenades can keep people away while you're running away, and also the smokes help you run away. If you get what I'm saying, there's a lot of running away when you're playing solo. If you're going to go in to fight people as a solo, I still wouldn't recommend D-Wolf. But for most of my loot runs, I use D-Wolf. In a team situation, he's pretty good too. I think like some people hit and miss. I don't know. Some people keep him at an S tier level and some put him at like a D. I would put him around an A. He's got 2 smokes, triple blasters, and an ultimate that when you down someone, it heals you. He's pretty good for like really good fraggers, opening fraggers, that kind of stuff. All right, moving on to Viren. Viren is incredibly fun. He has this jetpack that puts you forward and gets you out of danger. And he's pretty decent for loot running on certain maps. Zero Dam, even to get around. Space City, you know, falling from height, trying to get around. He's pretty fun. In a team, honestly, this is just my opinion, he is useless. He is for the solo, you know, kind of frag player that wants to take on the world. And his ultimate, you know, it's good. It can knock people down. 90% of the time, they miss. His C4s are pretty hard to kind of get where you want them. And he honestly, he's like a really hard character to really master the C4s and everything. So I would play him, but in a team situation, you're not the best help. And this is, I know this gets a lot of hate, but he's a selfish player in my opinion. All right, Nox. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. All right, he is dog shite. He pops his ultimate and he lets everyone know where he's like, you know, just, I don't know. I just don't like this character. Selfish character. I know he can be good, but honestly, for a solo player, if you want a PvP, he's not too bad solo, but in a team, my opinion, useless. Tempest. Now, I really liked her when she first came out, but she's kind of like Viren and she's kind of useless. She's very fun with a self-revive. She's fun to push and, you know, flash and roll. But in a team environment, she doesn't really provide a lot of utilities. She is good for opening situations, but I wouldn't play it yet. Wait until later on. All right, Stinger. He's good in a team environment. He can heal. He's got a lot of smokes. He can res. So when you die in this game, if you fully die, you get resurrected by any other character, you lose life. But with Stinger, if he revives you, you come back to full life. If you still die the next time, you're dead. But, you know, that means you can survive a headshot with a gold helmet. And he also reses faster. So, look, he's really good. Solo, he's good for loot runs on maps like Space City or Brakesh, where you may need to smoke from a long way away to run in to get out. But other than that, he is a really good character. I'm gonna say, like, my mind has changed a lot with this guy over time, and he is actually really good. Toxic. Now, with Toxic, she's my favorite character. Well, I mean, her and Shepard are my favorite characters. But with Toxic, what makes her really good is she can make everyone heal quicker, armor repair quicker, and just overall recover in an incident or a fight a lot quicker. And those few seconds can be the difference in winning a fight. Her smoke goes down and they blind people, meaning that you can kind of see, say the smoke is 5 meters in the circle, or the blinding smoke effect might be 7 meters. So you might have a meter or two where you can see clearly and the other person's still blinded. So it's very helpful in offensive and defensive situations. And her ultimate is actually insane. You can hit someone with her ulti, it makes them distorted with the hearing, they can't hear you run up, it like takes them to 1 health so they don't take it off. It takes a few seconds to, take off. You can hear them take it off, it can cancel heals because it makes people focus on it. It's just, honestly, she is a must in all teams, and that's just my opinion. People might not agree, but that's just she's huge to a team. You got to give her a crack. As a solo, not really. You can 1v3, but I mean for like solo running, no, not really. Shepard. Okay, so my mind changed massively with Shepard. I used to think that he was bad. Well, he's incredible. All I can say is that he is good as a solo, not so much loot running, but like, fighting a team by yourself, he is really good. His traps are powerful. They do 40 health to people. And he is good in a team. You can pop his ultimate, which makes people slower at shooting, slower at moving while resurrecting. He's just really good. I recommend looking at his, his gadgets, giving him a go. And I don't know, at first, I honestly wrote him off. And now I think he is one of the best characters in the game. We got Uluru, named after a rock in Australia, right? Look, I haven't played much of Uluru, but I've died from him a lot. His current incendiary grenade is really ridiculously strong, and it gets me killed a lot. But when I've run him, honestly, I haven't really had a lot of success with him. I find his ultimate, which is like a rocket that you fly around, really hard to control. But he is a good character. I'm not going to write him off at all. Solo, I'm not sure. Never played him. But honestly, in a team environment, he's really good. I wouldn't write him off at all. We got the Shielder, Shaniva. I used to love Shaniva, but he's kind of useless. He got this bit of a movement nerf. And in a team, I don't know. It's not that you're going to run him to troll, but you just don't expect to win all the fights because you got a Shielder. Because you're relying on 2 other people to fight. If one goes down, then you've got 1 gun against 3 potentially. So I'm going to say, if you're new, don't run him. Use him later on. But yeah. Luna. Arguably the best character in the game. Her ultimate reveals where players are. Very handy information. She has a lot of utility. She's got 2 arrows, 2 grenades. When they hit people, they highlight like a wall hack. When she shoots people, they highlight like a wall hack. She's very good as a solo to fight people. Not so much for a loot running. She's very good in a team environment. People would say that they don't like running a 3 squad without her. So her and Toxic are probably a must-have at times in the team. But you don't need, you can survive without her. But that's just, she's probably the best character in the game. And we got Hacklaw. If you watch me, you know that I hate Hacklaw. She's useless. She's good in solos, like sneaking around if you want to crouch walk and loot run, no problem. But I mean, she's useless. The more you play her, you realize that you flash people and then you can decode where people are, and then that's about it. She's about as good as Viren when it comes to being helpful on a team. And that's just my opinion. But, choose who you want. That's just, go with whatever you feel like is comfortable. All right, so you've played a few games and you've got all these items and you're like, what do I do with them? And originally I would have said anything you need for a Black Psych update, I would keep. And the way that you can find that out is if you go to your red and you go to usage, it will tell you what it's used for. And there should be a black site or black site construction. And I honestly, I would have said keep them. But the reds are fluctuating so much. Like this used to be 2.4 mil, and then recently it was in this weekend kind of pack, and now it's at 1 mil. These used to be 5 mil, and now they're 1.5 mil. So can you imagine that if you're holding on to it and it fluctuates so much, you're losing money. So I would say look at what you need to upgrade and just sell everything you get. Don't keep other people's guns. Don't keep other people's, like reds or whatever you find. Just sell everything. The only thing I keep personally is armor. I will keep any armor I find because I'll just run it in, and any weapon that I use. And at the moment, all I'm using is maybe the M700 or the K4. So look, I have nothing in my stash because unfortunately I've been dying a lot, but I sell everything at the moment. Even this armor, I craft it to sell it, and I just put it down a bit, and then that's what I do. And that's how I just make my money when it comes to crafting. And that's the sense where crafting is here. You have to, level up this over time. It takes a bit of a while, but people will have the best ammo to make to, how you make the most money. This is my opinion again. I just craft what I use, and then I don't have to buy it. I'm not here to sell ammo, sorry. I am here to sell armor. I sell this. I don't make the purple armor. I basically make this is the cheapest gold armor to make, and then I just takes 8 hours, and then every 8 hours I let that craft and I sell it when it does, as you saw. Now I do keep these when I find them, special steals. I put them aside. I also put aside the sterile dressings, and then I just make this. This is all I make because I use it, but I just can't justify using this gold armor. I literally just put it up like that. And people will always wonder what armor to actually buy and use. This is literally how I buy my armor. I go to like new and I see what's cheaper, and then wow, 74k is pretty cheap, and I buy in bulk, and I run broken purple armor. And people say which helmet to use. This is a bit of a debate. This helmet here, the Dick helmet, gives you 50% hearing noise, as opposed to this one, which gives you 20%. At first, all I ran was a Dick helmet. Now I am super paranoid now when I run this helmet. I hear everything. I can't determine footsteps between bots and enemies, and half the time you're underground, you hear all these steps and you think they're players, and it turns out being bots. And I honestly think this helmet makes you completely paranoid. So I just run this now. But I recommend using both and finding out what you like. And it's the same with the ballistic vest. I see like 122k is pretty cheap, so I buy two. And then I go from there. Normally 100k is fine, but I just run broken, because if you look at new, it's 200,000 and it gives you a little bit more armor. Yes, this is 400,000. This is expensive. And honestly, I run purple in hard mode. Now you can run red, you can run gold, and yeah, you survive a little bit more. But at the end of the day, I would rather lose, $800,000 worth of gear instead of 1.2 or 1.8, I should say, with full gold, when it's a bullet difference. And then we come to the weapon. There are so many weapons in this game, and you will literally Google what gun do I run, and look at this. It's overwhelming. And yeah, there's like some guns like the M14 that you need a 600-700k build to run. The K4 337, that's a 500k build. The K4, which I'm running at the moment, my build is 600k. Yeah, if you want my honest opinion, starting off, just get this AUG, which is 94,000. I'll put my build in the description, and this is it. It's a budget build. It's about 200,000, and it is a beam. And yeah, does it compete with the K4 at range? No, because the K4 is 3 times the price. But for 300, $400,000 cheaper, it's honestly all you need. And the weapon, the ammo at the moment is incredibly cheap. If you go to the purple ammo, $900 below. Like honestly, it's gone up since the more people are running easy. I get that, or more people are running in the game. But the bullets are expensive for gold. It's always going to be expensive. Run gold when you've got money. Understand that you're probably going to lose 500k match total per game with everything going on: heals, bullets, damage to armor, repairs. But for this, honestly, a stack is 190k. It will get you through a few games, and that's all you need to run. And the AUG, look at that, 206,000 with purple. It doesn't really get much cheaper than that. The build itself is 186,000. So I highly recommend this build. Now, key cards. This is one that people ask all the time, what to do with key cards. And in this key card, it's worth 5.1 mil. Now, this is one of the best key cards in the game. And I don't want people to just expect that I'm going to get, you know, millions in a key card, because it doesn't happen like that. It's a risk that you take, and it's basically, you know, fun. And ultimately, you might not make your money back on one run, but on the next run you might, or, you know, on the whole lot of your key cards, you might lose your money. But it is honestly, I would just keep key cards and have fun with them. Use them. You're not going to lose millions of money over it. You may not, but I mean, at the end of the day, you get an extra item in the room, you get an extra chance to get something good. It's fun, and the dopamine it gives you when you get a red is really exciting. And then, you know, also when you get nothing, like probably what I'm going to get in this run, it's not worth it. And then you think, why did I keep it? But ultimately, it just comes down to you. Yeah, you could sell this key card for 5 mil, make money. As you've seen, it took, what, 400k off for the swipe, and it's not worth it. But other than that, you know, like, you can just get lucky and find reds just laying around. So it's always, in my opinion, keep the key cards, have some fun. Or if you're really, really poor, sell them. Well, I think that's the best rundown I can give you for how to play, you know, this game. If you want to get the 3x3 safe box, you got to work on the missions, which is seasonal. There's a lot to do. It keeps you very, very busy, but fun and rewarding. And if you want to level up your black site and all that, you have to do these main and side missions, which I'm yet to do because honestly they're not very rewarding and they're quite boring, and I really need to do them, but also I just can't be bothered a lot because there's so many to do. But my black site is at a pretty high level, and the next level there is, which requires the Heart of Africa, requires all the missions to pretty much be complete. And other than that, there's not much more I can think of that can help you. Maybe, look, this isn't a sponsored video or anything like that, but the battle pass is really good in this game. I've played a lot of games where the battle pass is terrible, and I would say that you do get a pay to win advantage for the sake of, like, I don't know, was it $7? I think somewhere around here at level 60 there's like an Orm gold kit, so it was pretty crazy this season. But look, I get it because, well, one, I'd like to buy it, but also it just gives you a lot of stuff. It's like probably like 10 mils worth. So yeah, and it's capped every week. So it's not like you can just get it all unless you drop big, you know, mega bucks, but don't do that. Just over a week, get it, and then just level up over time. And it goes into these item rooms where you can collect them. As you see, I got a few things waiting here. So this is a new one of the week. So you got a chance to get this red graphics card or cloud storage array. I never get anything good. So I was hoping to say it and be like, no, here, give it to you. But you also get these key copy rooms, which are also worth doing. My advice, do the top tier maps, so Space City or Prison. Look, I'm going to do Space City this time because I don't have many maps, and hopefully I get the CEO key card, which is worth like 7 mil, I think. So yeah, so 374,000 a swipe, and I got, I don't even know, I think that was Eastern Suspension Bridge, so data center. So I've already got that, but you put it down in your little keycard slot. I've got a big one because I like to hit keycards and waste money, but also I found both my Heart of Africas in the manager's office. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash the like. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything or anything else you want to know. I'll be working on a guide on how to do Space City and also how to do Prison, because the Prison is actually heavily requested. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this game. It's free. It's really fun. If you're a console player, turn crossplay off. Don't verse the cheaters. Don't suffer like we do on PC. Anyway, guys, until next time. Cheers.